What's up guys, I'm Mr. Normal, and I found some creepy TikTok videos that made me question my reality. And with all that being said, if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like and subscribe button so this video is recommended to others, that'd be awesome. Thank you so much. And now, let's get to the video.
Check out what this lightning strike caused. It hit this ditch right here. It busted a gas line and a water line. We got called over here for a grass fire in the pouring rain, which we thought that's just highly unusual. But just look at it. You got a water line that's broken here too. This is all by lightning strike. Broke this whole water line, just pouring up right here. And gas, look at the gas. Is that not crazy? Anyway, we're not going to put it out because it'd just be fumes of gas everywhere. We just leave it burning. And they will come over here eventually and turn that off for us. If it starts getting into the trees or something like that, which it won't, you know, because it's raining outside. But we'll put it out as necessary, but we're just going to leave it burning like that. But I've never seen anything like it before. That's pretty unusual.
Now be honest with me here, what would you do if you saw that in your front yard? So how would you put this out? Do you have to wait for the homeowner to turn off their gas line or something? I don't know. That just seems like a nightmare to deal with, to be honest.
So my daughter's sleeping with me in my bed tonight. She kept saying that she was really scared of something in her room. I'm a little bit shaky. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is the same toy that used to go off in the past. And it's always terrified me since. I'm asking questions that didn't get answered.
I would look right in my daughter's eyes and be like, I am so sorry, honey. All these toys are getting donated. Anytime I hear a kid's toy go off by itself, that freaks me out. And especially if you have a mannequin hand that just, you know, lifts up the finger by itself. No. This house needs to be blessed.
This is what happens when you try to fly now without a real ID.
Okay. Let me just have you come over here for me.
So they're pulling me to the side because I don't have a real ID or anything on us I can see. So pull me to the side. Now I gotta wait.
They kept me waiting for about 10 minutes.
Good. You do a quick test on your hands, okay?
They swabbed both of my hands.
Thank you. Alright, as y'all can see, I made it to my gate. They let me in. All they did was another security measure, which once I got there, they stopped me and they like swiped my phone. The same thing they did with my hands, they did that to my phone for some reason. They said it was random, but I'm just like, no, it's probably because I ain't got a real ID.
I need a real ID, but my real ID won't work. So why do I even have a plastic rectangle with my face on it? Unless she was flying overseas and she needed to have it, I don't know why you would need it. And what was the point of swiping her hands in her phone?
That dude that founded Oculus,
Yeah.
he started this company. It's pretty genius, but also really scary. He formed his own Stark Industries, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so instead of the U.S. government raising tax dollars to fund Boeing or Lockheed Martin to build a weapon, he already builds them and then he sells them. So his stuff is like crazy advanced, and it's all AI stuff. He was the one, the drone with the truck, the boom.
Oh, that one.
Okay.
What they're not saying is that he will be selling to other countries too.
Yeah,
and
I
that's,
mean-
that's the military. What do we call it?
Industrial complex.
Yes, the fighter jet that he made, it's an AI fighter jet. It's totally autonomous, but it's built using commercialized parts. Like the engine is from a Boeing 747 commercial plane.
Modding it just enough
so
to make
you,
it work.
Like
the way
bring
you
the
want.
prices down and stuff like that.
People like that rise to power because they realize inefficiencies in the processes that exist in government. When you take things like AI and the ability to leverage other companies, they're going to be able to build things better without all the bureaucracy and the red tape that comes with massive companies within the government industry. But
You would think.
That is super cool that we have like a real life Tony Stark, but that is kind of scary that he doesn't disclose the information if he wants to sell it to other countries or not. All because I'm just saying, I don't want a massive AI war. Build me a Jarvis and call it a day.
Can you talk a little bit about the toxicity from the brake dust and the tires alone?
The measurement of tires, which is easy to measure. The United States government did a study in 2009 to 2010, and they were like, where's all the rubber on the road? There's enough tires sold and worn out in 1 year that is 10 billion pounds of tread dust. Where is it? Because nothing on the road. So they got helicopters. They started doing a study going up, 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 up. It took 1.5 miles to run out of the nanoparticles from tires alone. And that's rubber, cotton, epoxies, resins, plastics, metals, chemicals, and ceramics. These are real material things that are coming right off. The tread of a truck is that wide, that thick, this big around, and there's 18 of them. Then you have all the cars, and then all the battery-powered cars are burning tires even faster now because they're heavier and they go a little faster and they stop at any rate. That's just one thing. You got brake dust, which is heavy metals and ceramics. Worst ever. And we're breathing it. So thankfully, it's not just gloom and doom. Oh, wow, we're screwed, because you can't stop that stuff. Not at this point. But we do now know how to get it out. So that's a master key to getting this crap out of your body. And when you get it out, you know it. There's not a question of a doubt that it has left your body.
Why in the world are pelicans falling out the sky in huge numbers? In this video, this girl was on live and she goes through almost the whole neighborhood and she shows what must be 100 pelicans fall right out of the sky. And coincidentally, not related whatsoever, many people reported the sky looking like this around the same exact time. Not related, just I thought that was really cool. She also mentioned there was like a great lightning strike or like a blue light in the sky when all these pelicans went down. This is not like when those crows went down last time. These are giant birds. Let's put on our thinking hats for a minute. By the way, look at, there's just so freaking many. What in the world could look like a giant blue lightning and knock out pelicans up the sky? What could do that? And if you're feeling weird right now, look at this. This is the Schumann frequency from today at 12. I've never seen it, or it's very rare to see it this freaking crazy. So again, giant blue lightning, crazy Schumann frequency, and guess what else? More giant earthquakes. Unrelated completely, we had a massive 5.6 earthquake in Peru that caused crazy damage, landslides, and this happens to be like the 10th big earthquake in the last 5 or 6 days. I mean, look at this right here. I mean, it's just insane. And West Virginia's flooding. Yeah, I wonder, what could all this be?
First off, I hope everyone in Peru and West Virginia is okay. I'll be honest, the best thing I came up with is either that all of those pelicans got hit by a bolt of lightning somehow, or HAARP is in charge of this.
It's crazy, but in Florida, they have a competition to where who has the best sunburn. Like, look at this. How do y'all not care about y'all skin and health this much? This man's skin look like it's boiling red. Like, I know you can't even put a shirt on that skin. It really goes to show that people will make a competition out of anything. Now, I didn't see the slapping competitions. That is crazy, but it's no end to it. They have a competition for everything. And I'm just so shocked that a sunburn competition is really a thing. At what point do you say, you know what? I want to see how fried I can get my skin. I want to see how much my skin can take just sitting in the sun cooking. And there's actually people that come and watch these people get cooked in the sun. What? These people's skin health is cooked. Literally cooked. And of course, it's in Florida.
Florida people, I don't know what's up with them. They're getting too much sun. That's what it is. They're getting too much sun. Because what is wrong with y'all?
I think I can agree with her and say that people that live in Florida get a little too much D. But for real though, this is actually insane. Or is this AI? So I'm reading the comments and almost every single one of them is saying that this is AI, but I wouldn't doubt this is a real thing that would happen in Florida.
AI is learning to escape human control. That's the very scary headline I saw in the Wall Street Journal. It's an essay written by a very worried AI consultant named Judd Rosenblatt, who cites 2 recent studies to argue that AI is, in fact, learning to escape human control. First, this is crazy stuff. Researchers gave OpenAI's O3 model a simple script that would shut off the model when triggered. In 79 of 100 trials, the AI model independently, just on its own, edited the script, so the shutdown command would not work. Nate, it gets worse. Even when ordered, allow yourself to shut down, the AI still disobeyed 7% of the time. And it gets even more frightening than that. Other researchers, listen to this, using Anthropic's AI model Claude 4 Opus, told the model it would be replaced by another AI system. It then fed fictitious emails into the system suggesting one of the engineers was having an affair. Got it? In 84% of the tests, the AI model drew on the emails to blackmail the engineer to not shut down the AI model.
What?
Wow.
Okay, so here, I'm quoting now from Judd. In other cases, the AI model attempted to copy itself onto external servers. We're in Mission Impossible land here. Wrote self-replicating malware and left messages for future versions of itself about the need to evade human control.
The entity.
Wow.
The entity is real.
Yes. And that's why so many people, and when I say people, me, are worried about AI.
I'm worried.
That is scary stuff.
Yeah.
Told you.
I remember a couple of videos ago, we were talking about how AI can write a code to duplicate itself, and now it's writing code to literally stop people that invented it from shutting it down. Not also that, on top of that, it's writing messages to blackmail them. I mean, should I even be scared or upset or anything? I mean, y'all did it. You did it. So is it possible to write a piece of code that can overwrite that AI? Probably not. You know dang well that thing has backed itself up multiple times. Okay, so real quick, this is the dark web shoe market series where this dude bought a pair of shoes, received them, tested the mysterious liquid on the shoes, and then also found a tracker inside the shoes.
This right here is a shoe marketplace on the dark web, but something's off about it. The site is called The Shoeman, and it has like a bunch of shoes for sale. But every shoe has a name and an age, and the prices are actually, that one's kind of normal. The prices are really weird. Like this was $160 for some muddy flip-flops, or $170 for a pair of shoes with the toe ripped off, $189 for one boot. This one right here has just got a pencil in them. I don't know. I just feel like something weird is going on. So I am going to try to order some. I got to figure out which ones I want, but stay tuned. Well, it might be the ugliest shipping confirmation I've ever seen, but the dark web shoes are coming June 2nd, which is Monday. Okay, I just had to open it in a new tab. Cool. I guess we'll see what actually shows up. So y'all know I ordered some shoes off the dark web, and while I was at work, I got the notification that they just got delivered. I'm headed to the P.O. box right now to go pick them up. Here we go. Got something. Sure, my boots would be fragile, to be honest. Bro, there's no way I just dropped this down the stairs. That's not coming from the box, it's coming from my neighbors. Also, regardless of what's in this box, I'm gonna go live on Twitch around 9 Eastern time to discuss. Gonna be annoying. Oh, I need to put on gloves. Hold on. Also, we should probably wash my hands with that. Here we go. Wow. Okay, these are real. Yeah, we're gonna have to test this. The luminol gets here tomorrow. But, ooh. threaten to arrest you. I got a match I'm packing for. But for those of you that don't know, I bought some shoes off the dark web, and last night I figured out that the heel on one of them was hollow, and it had this in it. Here's what I know. That chip is called an A9G. Here's a GPS, and that is a cellular antenna. It also, importantly, has a SIM card. I searched the other boot and the inside of the VHS. I also searched all through the box and the bubble wrap. And the lights that were blinking on the chip when I opened it up mean that it was connected to cellular and had a GPS signal. But it stopped blinking like 5 minutes after I made the video, and I haven't seen it blink since. So I'm not sure if it can be like remotely shut off, or it just died, or if it has like a power saving mode. I don't know. I'm really not sure how that's working, but it was definitely flashing when I found it. I'm gonna check out the SIM card or order a burner phone to like put the SIM card into to try to see what network it is. I also might be able to actually connect to the chip and see what code it was running. I'm cautious to like cut the power to the thing or put it in a Faraday cage because I don't want whoever's monitoring it, if there is someone monitoring it, to like see that the signal's lost. But yeah, I've been really busy with wrestling the past couple of days, and I'm gonna be for like 2 more days. So I'm hoping tomorrow at the very least I'll be able to make a video analyzing the whole VHS tape situation. So see you soon. Alright, so the VHS that came with the dark web shoes. I was gonna do like a detailed analysis or whatever today. I didn't have time before work, so I'm just gonna keep this short. So basically the tape is a bunch of horror movie clips in rewind, and then there are a bunch of messages. There are also these things called submission slots, but I'll get back to those. So basically all the messages talk about the shoeman, not upsetting him, not destroying the product, which I assume is the boots. Also not losing the product because it will eventually be collected. The submission slots are definitely the more interesting part though. So there are all these little parts of the video that are like sectioned out that say a name and then submission. The slots are definitely why they asked for my name when I bought the boots, because there's a slot in the video that says Shiloh, which is the name I put, and then submission. Most of the submission slots have video recorded over them of, it looks like people wearing the boots who are not moving and sometimes disfigured. I can't get into detail, but sometimes the people are moving and then slightly later they are not moving. So I hope that paints a picture. Most of the submissions are judged as approved, but some of them aren't. Like some people apparently didn't submit or their submission was invalid. Now what people notice is all the submissions that are labeled as invalid are also the names of people on the site with the shoes. And one of the messages that's repeated on the tape a lot is submit or be submitted. And then after the submissions that aren't approved, there are clips from people think the shoeman of those people that didn't submit being submitted. And since one of the messages on the tape a lot is submit or be submitted, basically people think that if you don't add to the tape, you will be added to the tape. Obviously, I'm open to other interpretations or theories, but that's kind of the leading theory as of now. So that's where we're at. Also, I'd recommend not watching the tape because it says watching is enrolling or whatever. So maybe just don't watch it. Stay safe.
See, at first I thought he was kind of safe putting his P.O. box address in the website until we found the tracker inside the boot. And on top of that, he said he watched the VHS tape and he saw his username in the video. So with all that being said, with the tracker in the boot, you saw your username in the video, bro, you're up next. I'm pretty sure he'll be fine. Alright guys, that's the end of today's video. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching all the clips today. And if you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.